How's everybody doing? Stockliff here, and welcome to my very first squad builder on FIFA 16, featuring a 10k or 10,000 coin Barclays Premier League side. And I've decided to go with a 5-2-1-2 this time around. Last year I was not a big fan of 5 in the back, but testing it out this year I really like this formation. It doesn't feel like you don't have that much attacking. You're not giving up too much when you have 5 in the back. Instead of adding maybe one more midfielder or one more attacker, that extra defender really can come in handy, and I feel like I can push up the field and make slightly more dangerous passes than usual with an extra defender there. But let's go and get into each singular individual player in this team. So at goalkeeper we have Ben Foster. He is 6'4", 81 diving, 84 reflexes, traditional left-footed. Bought him for 350 coins. Absolute steal if you can get Ben Foster. Very good goalkeeper for his price, if I do say so myself. In the 6 games that he played, didn't concede very many goals, but he did have a lot of help from his defense, so it's kind of hard to judge how good he was, but I'm going to go on a limb and say he was alright for his price, no doubt about it. At right back we have Jan Matt. All around good stats. He's 6'1", that's another major thing about him that makes him great. 850 coins, very cheap, high medium work rates. I picked him because he gets up the field, he gets up that wing, and yet he can still play defense. So it's a nice little mix that you have. At the right center back position we have Jeff Cameron, 6'3", medium, 650 coins, basically the minimum you can buy him for. So, I mean, you get a guy that's got well-rounded stats for 650 coins. That's a bargain if I've ever seen it. My next 2 center backs are very similar to Jeff Cameron. We have Steven Kalker, 6'3", medium-high work rates. Very similar stats to Jeff Cameron. You could actually make the argument that he's actually worse than Jeff Cameron in some parts, but he costs 1.4. Again, pretty good for his price for the center back. And for the left center back we have John Stones, 6'2", high medium work rates. You don't really notice it in game though. He tends to stay back. Similar statistics to the other 2 center backs, and 950 coins. So very good center back. He's very young too. Should point that out. At left wing back or left back, Jose Habala. At left back we have Jose Halabas. Bought him for 1.4. 84 pace, 76 defense, 81 physical, and he's 6 foot. Again, like Jan Matt, pretty tall for a pacey winger or a pacey left wing back, and he pretty much does everything you need him to do. Left footed too. I like that about him. Rodwell, he's the right center mid in this formation, medium high work rates. I like that on him. Look at those stats though, all 70s, very well rounded, 350 coins. Can't really ask for much more. He scored a goal and had 2 assists in 6 games for me. Just all around solid. He could be replaced, but for 350 coins, if you're working on a budget, Jack Rodwell, absolutely sensational. Left center mid we have Fabian Delph, high work rates. He's just a machine. He's left footed, that's why I put him at left center mid. 500 coins, very well rounded again. His 82 dribbling is noticed, his 74 physical is noticed, his passing is definitely noticed, and his pace is okay. Again, another one of those well-rounded players that you just have to get 1 goal, 1 assist, just like Rodwell. Fabian Delph, pretty good. At cam we have one of my favorite cams in the whole game so far is Wijnaldum, high medium work rates. I love that for his position. 1.5. He's the most expensive player in this team, and there's a reason why. He's had 5 goals and 4 assists in just 6 games. 82 pace, 84 dribbling, and the rest of his stats are relatively good as well. A beast. Speaking of beasts, we have Sado Berahino, medium work rates. 350 coins is what I snopped him for. In 6 games, he has 5 goals and 3 assists. Really, 83 pace, 78 shot. That's really all you need to know about Sado Berahino. Absolute machine. But the final player of this squad is, in my opinion, the most underrated player that no one's been talking about, and I'm going to claim him as my own beast, Eder. Absolutely one of the best players in terms of a strike man that you can get. Medium work rates, 350 coins, literally the minimum you can buy a non-rare gold player. In 6 games, he has 6 goals and 4 assists. Very well-rounded stats, 82 physical. If you want a guy that's going to be able to compete with these other center backs that have upwards of 80 physical, Eder is your guy. He can box them out, he can make runs, he's got the pace to do it, and he can slot it home under pressure. This guy is an absolute beast, and let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. Alright, so here we are in some gameplay, and don't worry about it being from kickoff. This isn't going to be a full game or anything. I just wanted to show you how great this team was from the first time that I took the pitch with them. Literally on the very first possession of the game of my whole entire team building session with this squad, I score a goal without turning the ball over. So that should tell you something. And another thing, it's weird because in most of these games that I play, if you look at the time in which I scored my first goal, it's towards the beginning of the game, like within the first 10 minutes. So this club just wants to get out and score immediately and just put on the points and put on the pressure. That's something that's very good at. One very positive thing about this squad is I felt like there's a lot of spacing on the field. I had enough room to operate with each player if I did want to make a solo run, and the left wing back and the right wing back positions really got up the field and was able to fill in what I thought would be a weakness, where the left mid and right mid would be, or left wing and right wing. I really missed those positions. I really like those positions, but the combination of the left wing back and the left striker and the right wing back and the right striker were really noticeable with the 5 in the back formation. But as you can see, most of my goals came from either my strikers or my center attacking mid, Wijnaldum, and that's to be expected. Overall, this team played to their potential in the, I believe, 6 games that I played with them. I only show like 5 games, but in the 6 games I played with them, I went 5-1-0, so 5 wins, 1 draw, and 0 losses. And most of these games were played in Division 10 and Division 9, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt. It kind of depends on what division you're in and what team that you go up against. But I will say this, I wasn't afraid to play any team that I came up against with this team. I felt confident in my defense. I felt confident that I'd generate enough attacking plays to be able to score on a regular basis and not concede as often. This team did not concede more than 1 goal in a single game. Like, that is absolutely insanity. That I have to say that. Like, I feel like most of the chances that I conceded was based off of luck or some sort of stroke of luck that the other guy had that I apparently didn't have. But, you know, can't complain, cannot keep a clean sheet at all times. The strike partnership of Berahino and Eder complement each other perfectly, as you can see in some of these clips. I mean, you have a guy that's strong and can finish, and you have a guy that's fast and can finish. So, strength and quickness on 2 opposite sides of the field, left and right, are great to have. And that was one of my favorite set play. Well, it's not really a set play, but, you know, it's one of those great passing plays. And I really value players with good passing ability. I think I pass more than most people do. I'll be willing to say that. And let me just say this. This is one of the best goals I've scored this FIFA. Berahino off of a volley. My goodness gracious. But I feel like passing is a necessity with this team and in FIFA 16 in general. So most of my squads will be based off of that. And I had to go into the match highlights after this and just absolutely look at how gorgeous this was. But that is my 10K BPL squad builder. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you guys will try out this team. And as always, have a nice day.
Top left-hand corner, really, the keeper. No chance at all.